Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unraveling the Darkness podcast. Tonight we have Phenomena Paranormal Investigators based out of the heart of Westland, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit, where the Great Lakes whisper tales of history and mystery. After many years of being enthusiasts and having their own personal experience, Carol Wright, Cassie Smith, Janet Ramsey, and Whitney Cadell decided to form their own team in 2019. Since then, they've been on one fascinating journey. They've investigated places like the Lizzie Borden Bed and Breakfast, the Monroe House, Eloise Asylum, the Hinsdale House, and one of our favorite places, Gettysburg. Their team has also has an online magazine called Ghost Buzz Magazine, where they feature some pretty amazing paranormal investigators from all over the country. The articles inside cover everything from personal paranormal experiences, haunted location, folklore, and even cryptids and UFOs. Little of everything by some truly terrific authors. Additionally, Phenomena gets great satisfaction from helping others. They do things for their community, like giving haunted ghost tours to help raise money for museums, host a paranormal Christmas party to raise money for local charities, and they even participate in the Adopt a Highway program. Do anything they can to lend a helping hand. So tonight we have Phenomena Paranormal, Janet Ramsey and Cassie. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Aaron. How we doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Just got
So,
done with the road trip, so
yeah, you pulled into your house about an hour and 15 minutes ago.
yep,
Yeah, I
yep.
had to
Got the
pull
camera and stuff set back up and ready
the
to go.
camera out, get it ready. Yeah, we got in yesterday about 4:30. Of course, anyone watching, if you also follow the WOW page, you see we were in Butte, Montana this weekend. Investigated the Dumas brothel up there and had a great time.
Place was so cool.
Yeah, really cool place. Built in 1890, ran through 1982. Could still be running if she paid her taxes. That's all they
Yeah,
cared
right.
about.
yeah, yeah. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The owner that's got it now does a great tour. You know, you can tell he really cares about the building and knows a lot of the history. It was really well done. I liked it.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool. Covered from the day it was built through now,
Yeah,
just knows. And it's a cool place, really cool building. We spent 2 nights in there. Um, the first night, I'm gonna give a little teaser, but the first night, in the basement, it's definitely spine chilling,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Definitely. Yeah. The cribs is something all its own. That was Yeah, that's an intense place. And then I'll give a little teaser too that you don't even know yet. But we have more unexpected camera malfunctions that coincide with some very strange activity.
Oh, what's
Yes.
that?
Yeah, I
You
was going through video last night because we stopped at my parents' house and kind of broke up the trip.
right.
And yeah, I was going through some video and I'm like, hey, because I was looking for these cool things that happened. And yeah, the camera just stopped recording right before it happened and then started again on its own right after it happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, the thing that I found intriguing is, you and Michelle are definitely the first ones to be like, "Hey, I'll go wherever at
Yep.
any time," and we're good. Like, she'll solo where I'll just go.
Yeah.
The first night we did a quick solo with Gina and I right at the beginning of the night, and then we all went downstairs. Um, I think, and I told her, I'm like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "I'm all right." Because you could see the fear on her face. And
Yep.
I'm like, "You aren't." She goes, "It's weird down here."
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And you were even telling us when you went down, had the camera, and you're like, "In my flashlight, you guys will see like this."
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yeah, that place was
um,
intense.
and I think we talked about it a little bit on there. Um, I think you and I, when we did the second night, we broke into pairs to see what the girls would get and
Yep.
what the guys would get. So we paired up. Um, when the lights are on downstairs, it's different.
It is.
I think the miners that use the tunnels then use the dark to their advantage. You know, they
Yep.
worked in the dark. They definitely use the dark to their advantage.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything like Deadwood, doing the mine tours up there, some of these miners were given one candle per shift.
Yeah.
And most of the time that was used to sit and eat their lunch. And then other than that, they were working in darkness.
Yeah. Well, these guys know how to work in darkness. Let me tell you that.
Yep. Yeah, they sure do. And
So,
I think the girls are still working there. Um,
yep.
yep, absolutely.
You know, we feel we had a security guard who's still watching over them. We have the girls, we have the miners.
Yep.
Anyone that came into that building is probably still there somehow.
Yep.
It
Caught
seemed.
some objects moving on their own on camera.
Shadow
That
figures
was
everywhere
Yep.
too, like
Yes.
just
Yep.
crazy the amount of shadow figures. Something, guys, it's going to be a while before we get it out, but we have a couple more to get out before that. Um, I've been doing this, Gina and I have been doing this for 13 years now. You know, just after we got together, we realized what we liked and we started going places.
Yep.
Um, as a team, we've been doing it for 3 years. This was the first time I've been touched.
Yeah, that's right. This was the first time.
And then it like didn't stop.
Yeah. Well, all I can say is welcome to the club because I seem to get touched
When,
every damn investigation.
when I went under the Estes method, within a minute and a half, I'm not going all the way through the whole thing, but within a minute and a half, I was touched 3 times in 3 different spots.
Yep.
And besides the first one where it was like right here on my face and just the pressure, I'm like, what are you doing? Do I move? Do I not move?
Yep.
I'm frozen. Like I'm gonna
Yep.
wait till it goes away. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. One more thing before we bring them in. We were able to we wanted to talk to him when he was there, but him and his wife were headed out of town. You know, they live 5 hours away. But the place ran during Prohibition. They had a bar in the basement. They brought Prohibition liquor in there. We were lucky enough to contact him and purchase a couple of those bottles.
Yep.
I see you have yours right there on your counter.
Got mine right here.
I have mine
Just brought
right
it in from
here.
the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's furniture polish
Right. They
that
had to
from
label it as
Prohibition
something
times.
else,
Yep.
right? So that they
Yep.
didn't know it was liquor.
Yep.
So
It's pretty
cool.
smart because you're going to open up that furniture polish, take a whiff, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference between corn liquor and some strong cleaner, right? So
Right. And I didn't catch that there was so much in the back of that place. I know there was like 2 or 3 crates in the basement, and then there was some, Michelle was saying, "Oh, there's some in the back too." So it's a treat if you ever get out there and you want to investigate that place. I'm sure you can talk to him. It's not cheap, but
Yep.
it's cool to have something like that. We both have our little paranormal or haunted little collection.
Object collection.
Mine
Yep.
sits here. There's stuff you can't see, but over here is a lot of the Gettysburg stuff. We're gonna get to talk Gettysburg with Phenomena tonight. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a great place. So without haste, let's bring them in and start chatting.
All right.
Hey, good evening, ladies.
Hello.
Good evening.
How are
you
y'all
doing?
tonight? We are doing good.
Good.
It was a crazy weekend for us, and I got home yesterday. He got home tonight, like we said, like an hour and 15 minutes ago. It's like, I gotta get my camera in. I'm like, I'll go write the intro. We're good.
Yep. Hashtag teamwork. Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
So how are you tonight?
Not bad. Winding down from the busy weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It still seems, you
Yeah.
think you're going to relax on Labor Day weekend, and
We didn't have
you
an
don't.
exciting one like you guys, apparently, but
We had a great time. It's a cool place. If you make it over into Montana to check it out, it's a great place to
Yeah,
investigate.
totally worth it.
So let's start with you. Janet, what got you started in the paranormal?
oh, I don't know. I've always been interested in it. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I always got those Ghost or Gus the Ghost books. I don't know if you remember them. Those were my favorite. And it just went on from there.
Nice. And Cassie, how about you? What got you started in the paranormal?
Janet. She did.
No.
I didn't know. I guess that's a lie. I actually lived in a haunted apartment, and 20 years prior to getting together with Janet on this team, I was with Michigan Ghost Watchers because I wanted answers on what was going on in my apartment. And so living in a haunted residence kind of put me on the exploration. And then I kind of got out of that because I was opening a lot of doors unknowingly, and I wasn't fully trained, and I didn't know a lot. I kind of backed out of it. And then 20 years later, Janet, her sister Carol, and I grew up with Janet. They were talking about doing it, and I kind of got roped in. And next thing you know, we're creating podcasts, and we're online, and we're investigating, and then we're doing volunteer work and charity work, and we just have been on this roller coaster since we started it, and it's been great.
Nice. So started Phenomena Paranormal in 2019.
Yeah.
And since then you've traveled to how many places?
Oh, I couldn't tell you how many we've done. We've at least done like 50.
Nice.
Yeah, we're grandmas and we work and we're busy, so it's on our downtime that we get to travel. And
Cassie, what's been your favorite place?
My favorite place? God, there's so many. Just traveling to new locations is interesting. Like I love Salem. Yeah. I love Salem, Massachusetts. But Gettysburg was cool. Eloise is our personal favorite, I think, just because it's local and we've lived in the area and know its history, and we knew it when it was a running asylum. And I mean, you drive by and see it. And it's part of your everyday.
It's in the neighborhood.
Being.
Yeah.
When I worked for the county, I used to have to go there and pick up my paycheck. So.
Oh, geez. So it probably feels different now when you go in to investigate, right? Than when you went to go just get your check.
Yeah, because I only went as far as the front desk then.
I'm sure it was well lit, and yep.
Yeah, it was a running institution. It went from an asylum to the county building, and they rented space. Like Head Start training sessions would be there, which is a pre-K government funded education program. And I worked for a summer lunch program and used to have to go there to get my check. So it became like a county facility. And then it went dormant and closed its doors and just became a neighborhood abandoned site, and everybody watched it deteriorate, and a lot of people broke in and investigated themselves, and I never got to do that though. And
I know.
I know what I would go back in time, right? And
tunnel, yeah.
Yeah, there's tunnels. I wouldn't recommend trying to find them and go in them now because if you get buried underground, no one's going to hear you scream.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Yep.
But the main building was purchased and it's now turned into it's a haunted house around Halloween. They do ghost tours. They're raising money to try to keep bringing it back to its former glory. At least the one building that's left out of 52 or something.
Oh, geez.
Oh, there's 75
Was it
buildings
75?
at the point. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a huge compound. It had its own zip code. It's actually called Eloise because of the post office. They had to name their post office, and like Wayne, the county was taken. All these names were taken, and they finally went with the owner's daughter's name, Eloise. And that's how
That's pretty cool.
history was written.
Wow. Janet, how about the same question for you? What's your favorite place that you've investigated?
Like I said, every place is just something different in every place. What's your favorite?
Right.
But
Like the last place you investigated, your favorite, right?
mine isn't a spooky place, though. Mine is the Bath Township school disaster site. This is where back in like 1938, I believe it was, this man that was upset about the his property taxes going up because they built a new school. He didn't like that, so he blew up the school on the very last day of school with the kids
God.
still in it. Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, but we go there. We've been there a few times to investigate. And I just cannot believe the responses we get. There is definitely something out there trying to tell their story to us. It's unreal. Yeah,
Wow.
I suggest it to everybody, and I don't think people believe me. You got to go check it out for yourself. This place
For
is
sure.
Well, tell
That
them
sounds
the
like a
cool thing
cool
that
place for
happened.
sure.
Tell them the experiment we
oh
did.
God. We actually we were doing the opposite method, and Whitney all of a sudden stops and says, "Did a car just go by?" And we're like, "No," because there's a gravel road near. And we're like, "No." And she's like, she takes the headphones off and plays it because she was recording it. Plays it back to us, and you can hear the sound of an explosion.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's not even it.
I never heard anything like that come over a spirit box.
Right.
A noise like that. It was awesome. An awesome catch. I'll say that.
Sounds like it. Yeah, that's
So
cool.
you actually record the spirit box while doing Estes sessions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've toyed around with that idea too. And yeah, I've been interested in trying that and seeing, what it would
It's good
sound like
because
being played back. Yeah.
you always hear a lot more on the rewind, play.
Yep.
I can never understand the spirit box ever. I have to watch it later on video or something, and then I hear it perfectly. But when
Yeah.
it's right there blaring in my ears, I cannot make out. And the more echo there is, the worse it is.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
the echo gets me. I can't do the portals.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that reverb setting and stuff like that, it I don't know,
Yeah.
something with my hearing, it makes it all blend together and I can't
Yeah.
hear anything.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh,
she didn't even go over the thing I thought was coolest there. The explosion was cool,
yeah.
but they did it one time prior to me going, so I had them repeat it, and it happened again. Where being it was a school
Yeah.
that was blown up, the first and largest still in the country of a school massacre. They did roll call, and called the names of the deceased children. And on the spirit box, you would get here,
Oh wow.
like as
We got
so.
responses. So many.
Mhm.
That-
Not all of them.
what, I think, no, there's like 43 people on the list. And I think we got out of the 43, 17, 18 responses
Wow.
to names.
That's cool.
No.
Like
And this
here,
was the
And we did it
bathroom,
again
right?
the next time we went. And same thing. They weren't always the same names, so we kept track, which names we got the first time and when we came back. But
And this was the
Yep,
bath
we
school,
got
right? The
quite a few.
bath school disaster.
bath school disaster, yep.
Wow. That's
Right now it's just a park. Like
oh gosh.
a memorial park for them. They're ready to build a museum there on the site.
they're actually doing different fundraisers to try to raise money for a museum to commemorate the lives
Oh,
lost
nice. Yeah.
in the history.
But that is my favorite place. You get so much intelligent responses there.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
have them
I
answer
think-
during roll call, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool, and not being the same children every time,
Yeah.
No, I mean we got a
That's
few duplicates,
Sure,
but
sure.
not all of them.
Which
Wow.
to me validates my theory that when you pass away, I think you're allowed to come back and visit, or you can, but I don't think people passed on hang out at the same place all the time, 365 days. You know what I mean? They come and go. And I think that kind of proves it, that it's not the same names,
Yep.
I don't
That's what
know.
I
That's
hope.
always
I hope
that's
that-
always been one of my questions is, why do spirits occupy, the space that they do, and are they there all the time? Are you doomed when you die to, occupy a space? I work in IT, right? Am I doomed to be like seen as a ghost typing at a keyboard for eternity? Like, I sure hope
Let's
not.
hope not.
Like,
Yeah, I want to be able to
No.
like go places as a spirit and see,
right? Be like, yeah, I want to go
going
check
on
out
and-
Egypt. You know what I mean? Let's go see the pyramids
Yeah.
right,
today. Yeah.
right. Yeah, because Lord knows we
I
can't afford to do that
They're
right
free
now.
spirit.
Right? Or cooler stuff
Like,
like,
the
hey, I'm
Razor,
gonna go
that
walk
we're
around
free
on the bottom of
spirits
the
and we
ocean.
can go where we want.
Yep.
You have been to one of my favorite places, and I was able to get all these guys out there this year. It was my second time there, first out to Gettysburg. That place is so crazy, and I like to say that it's supercharged because you just feel it anywhere you go. Did you have any experiences out there?
We were there. We didn't do a whole lot of actual investigating.
Okay.
We did go out to the battlefield one evening. We took tours and things like that while we were there.
Uh-huh.
But we went out to the battlefield one evening and with our equipment and stuff, and we got a couple of good responses out there too. We got like a young boy's voice, and we weren't even talking to them. We were talking amongst ourselves, and we had these little cut off Abraham Lincoln paper things.
Mm.
And I said something about like I almost dropped Abe. And then over to Spirit Box says the word Abe. So we're like, do you know Abe? And then it said Lincoln. And then we asked the name. I can't remember at the moment what the name was, but he gave us a name. And then we got a couple of weird pictures too. Cassie took one of I don't know what to call it. We still don't know what to make of this
It's
picture.
on my phone. I wonder if I can bring it up.
Yeah, that's one thing I was
You're
hoping to
asking
get when we
Grandma
went
to
out
do
to
that.
Gettysburg was some spirit photography. But that was kind of the one thing we didn't get. But it was wild for us out there. It was intense.
I don't know. I think we might have. Oops.
I think
Yep,
she's
I
trying
think
to
she was
find
trying to
the
pull up
picture.
the picture.
We went to take photos that last day for a giveaway to give someone a Polaroid, and we stopped at the one Canon and got blurry.
That's
and then
right.
we went right to some others and got some great photos. Stopped at that same one on the way back and took another photo, and it wasn't clear, it was blurry.
Yep, that's right. I
So
forgot
I
about
think
those.
something was blocking the photo. So yeah, I think we might have got something there. I mean,
Yeah,
haven't looked real close at it, but we probably should.
yeah, yeah. We should, because God, I've always seen these pictures. The soldiers by the cannons and
Yeah.
walking through the fields, and it's so amazing to me.
Yeah.
See, and that's what I'm not going to look for it because I'm a grandma. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I've just, but
You're fine. You came back.
yeah, without the picture. But I was taking pictures, and we can't. I mean, and we've blown this thing up. We've looked at it under different filters.
And everybody we show it to has no explanation either.
Right. And we even showed it. I forgot who it was, but they were kind of like a photographer specialist. And they looked at it and were like, it's not superimposed. It's not a reflection. The only thing I can say, because we kept blowing it up because we're out there at night, I thought, well, maybe the flash, bounced off a big moth or something.
Yep.
But there's no wings. It's almost rectangular in shape, but not
Like
blunt.
a tube.
Like a tube, kind of.
Huh.
But what
Interesting.
somebody said, one of the tour guides looked at it, and he goes, "Oh, that looks like a bedroll that the soldiers would carry on their backs."
Huh.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if we got a little tail end of the back of a spirit, and that's all that came through was his bedroll.
Yeah.
But it's something. I mean, it's something to look at. I can't confirm that's what it is, but it's a good conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanna share the picture later, we can put that out on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Let people see it and maybe put their opinions on there.
Okay.
Good.
So
But you just never know with photography, because when we were at Lizzie Borden's, I caught her face looking out the window. I was outside and I was taking pictures into the house from outside. And I blew this up even on my computer. And it was a woman with the high neck collars and her hair was pinned up. Looked, I said, that's Lizzie Borden. I got her. No freaking way. 6 years. I swore I had Lizzie Borden in spirit form until one day I looked under this other program and I blew it up bigger than I could blow it up before. And it was lace curtains, just bad lace curtains behind the picture. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
What is this?
That damn pareidolia will get you every time. I hate it.
oh
Yeah,
man.
for 6 years, I just knew I had her. Nope. Try again.
Well, only you saw it then, right? I mean, you could have been like, "No, I seriously do have," but no one else knew you saw that.
Well, we're unfortunately for us, we're extremely honest, and we do go about investigating very scientifically. Like, I don't take pictures when it's cold enough that when you breathe you're seeing the fog out of your mouth. You can't take
Right.
pictures and you're breathing and it's going to photograph that. You
Right.
can't smoke where I'm taking pictures. I don't need your smoke coming in my area.
Yep.
Before you go and take pictures in a cemetery, don't take pictures behind you, just ahead of you where nobody's walked, because,
Yep.
you know, all that party is not a bunch of orbs. They don't come that way. It's
Yep.
done.
Yep.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
pretty particular.
We are too.
Right.
We definitely debunk and make sure that everything we get is legit and do the best
Yep.
we can.
And sometimes you're really
Yeah.
disappointed because it looks absolutely awesome, and then
Yeah.
your teammate
Right.
blows up the video and sees that it's a mouse pushing a cat ball across the floor.
That would be cute.
That one.
How can you
Man,
not
I would,
frame
right?
that?
Right?
I would blow it up
I
on an
was
8x10.
I was
we
watching
will.
a low res preview of our video that we recorded. We recorded overnight at a house we were investigating. We slept there. And yeah, in the low res, you just see the cat ball light up and start like just rolling across the floor. It's like, holy crap, this is awesome. I send it to Aaron and he looks at it and he was like, man, yeah, a mouse had run up to the cat ball and like bumped it and made it go across the floor.
Oh
It's like,
my
you
God.
got to be kidding me.
Yeah, it bumped it, chased it about 6 inches, turned, ran back to the wall. I'm
Yep.
like,
Yeah.
so now we call it
that's
our
the
circus mouse.
Yep.
That wasn't in an old farmhouse kitchen, was it?
No,
It was in an old farmhouse bedroom. Yep.
Must have been another team. I was going to say, I think I saw that video.
No, we didn't share that one out yet. We need to. That's going to be on the blooper reel for
Yeah. Well, there's
the
another
episode,
one.
I think.
It might have been Great Lake. Had
Oh,
something
geez.
with a mouse in it.
So y'all
Dang,
started,
Lonnie.
you know, you formed Phenomena Paranormal. You've been
Mhm.
investigating. What got you into start doing this for charity?
Too much time on our hands. No, we all have good hearts. We like to do stuff, and it's self-promotion. I mean, there's a little selfishness in that because we're hosting it and it got our name out, and it was really geared towards. Now we're in Metro Detroit, so we're saturated with ghost hunters. And we bumped into them at events like Eloise or big places, but you're always meeting each other in, dark clothes and a hat and a flashlight back in your face, and you don't know what
Yep.
anybody looks like. So we have these charity events and you take all your gear off and it's like, oh, hey, that's what you look like. And it's an excuse for us to network and get together and experience some para-unity and
Yep.
and give back to the community. And it takes, it also puts a different, for people that might not experience ghost hunters in their life. We're not Satanists. We're not evil. I'm not bringing, stuff home and releasing it on you. It's like we're just normal people. And this is what we decided to do with our retirement age,
Yep.
Right.
I kind of envisioned toes in the sand and umbrella drinks, but here I am freezing in abandoned
Dark
buildings.
buildings. Yep.
It's very cheap though in comparison.
I don't know about that. Some of these places
That
are
depends where you go.
Yeah.
pricey to
some
get
of these
into.
places, $500 plus a night. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
being
what.
in
Well, there's 4 of us, so we're always splitting costs.
There you
So
go,
when you
that's
get
good.
that high, we have to really have an interest to go, and
Yeah.
then that's when we're watching all of our fellow people. Well, let's watch their videos and see if it's worth going. And but we find a lot of places, and I think with our age, we have had hauntings. And we were really into Ed and Lorraine Warren. They didn't have all of this stuff that there is now. And sometimes we pull out old school stuff for investigations, and it works. And sometimes it works better, especially when you're at places like Gettysburg. I don't know that if I came across as a spirit and seen all these things and lights and bells and whistles, that I would approach it. So we do candles. And again, there's a lot when you're doing candles. You got to make sure there's no breeze and the heat didn't kick on or the air or the window's not open. But, you know, you can say raise the flame for yes or lean it right or left, and it works. And so we do a lot of stuff. And plus, in Michigan, we have native areas and Hines Park, there's a Chief Tonquish, the whole area here. People don't have to spend a lot of money to do the craft of investigating. You can go, you know, what's the history in this area or this field or these woods, and you can get stuff there. You don't have to be in a building.
Right.
And it's free, man. It's free. And a lot of times your local museums, you know, we have every city usually has some kind of historical museum, and they're open 1 to 4 on a Saturday. Except when you go in to visit, you got your meters in hand and you do a little, you know, they usually don't say a dang thing to you.
Yeah.
They get interested at that point. What are you doing? Really? They want to see what's going on.
Yep.
Right. Next thing you know, we're getting personal tours and okay, hang out here. And this is what's been recorded because a lot of the museums have had people that visit. This just happened, or I've been touched, or you know,
right? Yeah,
our museum here,
even, you know,
all those artifacts. Yeah, can't tell me there ain't all that energy in there.
Right.
Yeah. So being close to Detroit, have you all investigated the District 6 building?
District 6? No, precinct?
I'm sorry?
I don't know what District 6.
It's an old police precinct.
Yeah, we actually gave tours there too.
Yeah, that place is...
that's
few
another
videos.
one.
I know some people that have investigated there, and that place seems pretty cool.
Yeah, it's closed now. Unfortunately, the owner passed away, and they haven't went any further with it.
Yeah, and last I heard, the son, his intentions was to reopen it, but it's been a few years now, and haven't heard any more.
Okay.
Yeah, we actually got a video on Blood Moon Paranormal. Has a YouTube page. My cousin's page.
He's
and
sister, the family team out of Chicago area.
But he does great videos. And yeah, we did one out at the 6th precinct. It was really good.
Let's go check that one out. What's the best piece of evidence that you've gotten? Let's start with Janet.
Ooh,
I got it. Ooh, I know that.
And a couple I like. Actually, at Eloise Asylum, I took a picture of the front porch. And in the corner of the front porch, it's a perfect shadow person just standing there. I would have to say that's probably my favorite.
I would think that roll call would probably be something too.
That's cool. Another. That's what I mean. I got so many.
Right. And Cassie, your favorite?
My favorite is at my cousin's house in Livonia. And it's built in the 1800s, and it's actually on our YouTube channel, which has a handful of things on it and it's all unedited. It's all raw footage because, again, we're older. We just roll with it. Gen X. But
Nothing wrong with that.
She was having incidences, and we went over there to check it out. And we had a SLS camera, and it picked up a figure in her bathroom. Now her son is holding the K2 meter, and we're talking to the stick figure on the SLS, and we're like, can you come out and touch the meter and make it go red, or is it red or green? I can't remember.
Goes to red.
Goes to red. Okay. Make it go red. So you can see I'm filming like just with my phone. I'm behind Janet, and I got the SLS camera with the stick figure in the view, and I'm also behind, in front of her, got the little boy holding the meter. So you can see the entity comes forward and it starts lighting up halfway, and we're like, you can do it. Come on, just touch it. You can see the figure in the SLS camera touch the meter, and you get to see the meter go red. Now, if that's not evidence, I don't know what is. And I haven't seen anybody else do that. And I'm like, Janet, this is going on the YouTube channel because this is freaking proof.
That's awesome.
And it's
Yeah,
out there. You got to dig, because we don't have many followers, because we don't promote the YouTube page. But you got to put in the whole phenomena, paranormal. And those two words together take you to 5,000 things. So you got to go to Phenomena Paranormal Investigators and then look for our moon with the PPI in it. Click on that and you'll be able to see it's a home investigation. It's just listed as. And you can see that. And that to me is badass.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We Horn Paranormal we work with them, and they sent us a full spectrum SLS. So you get the stick figure part, but it's in full spectrum camera too.
Oh, nice.
So we have the music box sitting out there, and then you can see, because when you do like the regular SLS or the XLS, you don't really see the music box. So with the full spectrum camera, you see the music box, and then the SLS part, you see the spirit moving its hand in front of it, making it go off.
Wow.
And then it stops, and then it does it again. So that was pretty cool.
See?
Oh,
I
another
love
one, the Hinsdale house.
Oh.
Was it the No, the Moreau house. I'm sorry. We were at the Moreau house. And we were using the SOS camera. And my sister, Carol, was just standing there. We're just investigating, and we're asking questions. All of a sudden, there's this little figure. It looks like it's sitting on the floor right next to her, appears. And, we're telling her it's there, And she went to swing her arm, and this thing ducks.
Oh,
We got that one on camera, too.
That would be cool to
that's
see.
cool. Yeah,
Because we just all started laughing at that point.
that's
He
funny.
ducked. He knew
Yeah,
what
we
you
had
were gonna
we had the SLS running in a room in a basement, and we had a stick figure crawling across the ceiling, and it stopped right above me.
do.
And Gina
Ooh.
was like, it's right above you, Jason. And I was like, oh, screw it. I was like, if you're here, give me a high five. And I put my hand out, and yeah, it actually, gave me a high five on the SLS. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Ghost Buzz magazine now.
It's
Start the team, and then you figure you probably weren't busy enough, so let's do this. How did that get going?
Actually, it was so we weren't so busy.
Yeah.
But, okay, so you can explain how Buds came about.
Janet's bright ideas again. She has all the
No.
ideas. So excuse me for walking around. We had technical difficulty. Can your viewers see us as well, or just podcast
Oh, no,
audio?
we got you.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
well, I
can
was
see.
outside in the dark, so my apologies. We've had technical difficulties, so we're both on our phones, and it was doing feedback. But it's raining now, and I'm soaked,
Yeah.
so I got to come in.
No worries.
But
You're fine.
we had Ghost Buzz podcast on Facebook. It was a live show, and we would interview people like we're doing right now, and that was a success. And it was called Ghost Buzz because ghosts and buzz, like the news buzz, but it was also an adult show. So we'd have people bring your, drinks, and we would literally drink and interview people, and it'd get kind of rowdy. And our hour shows sometimes were 3 hour shows if the, special guest was partying too, and it got crazy. But it got successful. But then I went from 2 grandchildren to 7.
Ooh.
Janet has 4
Same
now.
thing.
Carol has 3 now, 4 now. Plus, we work and do all these other things and run our homes. And it just got to where we couldn't come together anymore for the podcast. We're hoping to do it again.
Yeah,
But
we do miss it.
we miss it, and a lot of other people miss it too. But so Janet said, well, I don't want to become irrelevant. Let's do Ghost Buzz magazine. And it's really all her, guys. Don't let her tell you different. She gives the team credit. We've all wrote a couple of things for it, but she does all of it. And this is her baby, and I am so proud of her because it has been such a huge success for her, for us. I mean, thanks, Janet. But it's really taken off, and I'm impressed. I didn't know she had these schools or skills. I would have put her to work a long time ago doing stuff, but it is what it is.
Well, Janet, I know you reached out to me, and I answered some questions and stuff, and I think you said
Yes.
mid-September that's going to come out.
That
So we're
is
excited to see
out
that.
September 13th.
Yes, so just around the corner.
Next issue.
I thank you for reaching out to me. I always love talking about my team and about the places that we've been to. People have reached out to me and they're like, tell us about you. And I'm like, it's not about me. It's about my team. Like I have some great people that we got to meet, over the last couple of years, and we brought in, and I'm glad that thank you for reaching out, and I'm able to talk to, about them, and everyone can look for that on Ghost Buzz magazine on Facebook and see that. I'm going to throw out a little suggestion. Paranormal Triage, we had them on the show a couple months ago. Reach out to them. They have a cool story. I think you'd like it.
I like their name.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
I'm surprised. I didn't
and
expect the response we got with this.
And these
we
are
put out
monthly-
one issue,
monthly
and I
publications.
had 10 people all of a sudden, bam, bam, bam. Can I be in it? Can I be in it? Or can I
Nice.
write an article? And oh God, I'm so far ahead on articles. It's got some great ones coming up. People
That's
are just
great.
keep sending them and sending them and sending them. I think I'm going to have to do one whole issue of just articles, to catch up.
And I think Jason just asked, is that monthly or bi-monthly?
I put out three issues a month.
Oh,
So
geez.
it averages out to about every 10 days.
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
you stay busy then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But,
saw, we just celebrated a
everybody
year.
else is really doing the work. You're writing your own bios. I send you a list of questions. You answer them. And that's about it, really.
Well, but you have to
So,
organize
but
it.
I
put it
just
in
got to
there
proofread things, put things together, all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
And
But
you just celebrated a year.
yes, Whole year. It doesn't seem that long.
Believe it.
I saw a bunch of people, congratulating me on that. People that we've had on the show. On the
Yeah.
one that Jason just posted, Crystal Blevins was one of she's right there in the middle. She was one of our first guests.
Was she?
So we're overlapping with you guys too, and that's great to see in the community. Oh, and over here on the left-hand side, I can't see his name, but he wrote books, right? Second guy down.
I
the
ain't got my
vampire book.
glasses on. Oh yeah. Keith.
Yeah.
Keith
Yeah,
Evans.
there you go.
He's been on the show. Yeah, it goes back to show the whole community, right? Like we do this because we love it, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
offer this show up
It
for
was a
people that come
learning
on that wanna talk.
experience for me
Right.
because I just like hearing everybody's views on things and learning what they're doing, and it's just great.
Yep.
That's why I picked the common people to be on the show. I didn't want big wigs and this and that. Well, I can't say show, magazine. So used to saying show.
I was going to say, on the show, we had quite a few big wigs.
We did on our show.
Yeah.
We got a couple.
I remember Janet telling me when we were doing Ghost Buzz Live, she's like, yeah, next week, be here and be on it because we got so-and-so on. And I'm like, you got them coming on our show? Like, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, Carol was thrilled when I got Jeremy Leonard.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Morgan City.
Yeah.
Get it?
From Morgan City, yeah.
Yeah.
Right
She
on.
was triple pink.
Yeah, and people can view the magazine on Facebook for free, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish we could take it to print. We're going to try to investigate it, but it's very costly. And it's not so costly that it's not something we can do and cross our fingers. Oh, like you need
Right.
subscriptions, and a lot of people said they would subscribe, but
Yeah.
that's like 20. We need
I
like
wonder
200.
if like Amazon Kindle magazines would take it, as like
Oh,
electronic copy.
think about that one. I have to
Look
check into
into
that
it.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know you can self-publish, books, but I don't know how it works on
Yeah.
the magazine side.
Hmm.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yep.
Oh man, that's why you got to give these guys credit.
I'm gonna look into. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on tonight. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Ghost Buzz Magazine personally.
I wonder why.
It's gonna be a great one.
Good. Yay. We're gonna put you in the green room. We'll come back in and talk to you when we're all done, and y'all have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks again.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks. Oh, again, great guests.
Yeah,
You know?
I've been checking out Ghost Buzz magazine. It's pretty cool. I like it, and they just seem, they're constantly giving back to the community. They're doing, investigations. That go, the proceeds go to charities. They put together this magazine that they're not charging the community for, that you can, go and learn about all these different, teams and investigators and little articles. And yeah, it's just really cool. I love seeing when people give back to the community like that, and really kind of embrace that para unity that everyone talks about. So
yeah, they talked about the meeting the investigators when they're not all dressed in black and you're bumping into them in the dark. And we just did that collab event where we invited people along the Front Range of Colorado, Wyoming to come, and same thing. We did it, starting at 2:00 in the afternoon. You get to talk to people and actually see them, and it's not dark, and it's fun to be able to chat with like-minded people and bounce ideas off, or just talk about what you love, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was so much fun investigating with all those different teams, and seeing all the different techniques, and seeing how different people react when something happens, and just it was just so cool.
Right. I could just imagine what Ghost Buzz Live was like with just the 45 minutes we spent with them.
Right?
And add
Yeah.
in some of the, I
was
see them
gonna say,
laughing on
we
in the
can
bottom
get
here.
crazy and try to drink some old corn liquor or something. But
Prohibition liquor.
yeah, the prohibition liquor. Jason gonna end up blind in about 10 minutes.
Well, everyone, thanks for coming and watching tonight. We appreciate you every week. Check out Ghost Buzz Magazine on Facebook. Check out Phenomena Paranormal on Facebook. Sounds like they have some cool stuff over on YouTube. Some of the evidence they found over the years. Thanks for watching tonight.
All right, we'll see y'all next week.
Unraveling the Darkness would like to thank Horn Paranormal Research and Twinkle Twinkle Little Store for sponsoring our show. If you're craving more paranormal content, don't forget to check out our YouTube and Facebook channels at Way Out West Paranormal and Unraveling the Darkness. You can catch all of our episodes of Unraveling the Darkness on Apple Podcasts, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe as it helps others find the show and join in on the paranormal fun. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, keep your lights on, stay safe, and remember, the truth is out there, and it might just be closer than you think.